Welcome to my new series on my refurbished YouTube channel. And it's called Matt's Art Chat. The first guest on it is film director slash film producer slash friend of mine, Tau Tau Menghan. I called her while she was in Berlin, and she is just about to start shooting her new film project, which is a very interesting one, and I thought it would be a very interesting topic for our conversation. But it's not the only thing that we talk about here, so lots more interesting things and just a laid-back chat that I'm very happy to share with you. So without further ado, here we go. Enjoy. As soon as she says yes, I'm going to call her and hope that the connection is good enough. Let me just turn off a couple of things here. All right. So, fingers crossed that the connection will be okay.
Hello, Matt.
Hey, Tau Tau, how's it going?
Everything's perfect, including the weather in
Awesome.
Berlin.
Oh, so you're in Berlin right now, are you?
Yes, Berlin Prenzlauer Berg.
Man. So, and the weather is nice.
Yes, very seldom for Berlin, so very lucky today.
Man, Berlin, it's a nice city. That's where we met last month. We should
Yes.
tell our listeners. And man, I had a weird encounter with that city. I feel like
Why?
it's a creative city, but it's also there's something about it. How did you end up in Berlin, Tau Tau?
I always have a very weird connection with Germany, and I think in Shanghai when we pick up the second foreign language, like most of the girls will pick up French. And I don't know why, it's ever since I was a little girl, I always like to study something about Germany, about German. And then, yeah, I studied German and then I start to sell German wood. And then I come to Europe. That's the country I know a little bit. And then that's Berlin's biggest city. And then I'm a city girl. Very easy.
Yeah, you said a lot there, Tau Tau. Maybe you should tell our listeners a little bit about yourself.
I was born in Harbin. It's a city close to Russia border. And I grown up in Shanghai. And since 2007, I'm always lived on and off everywhere. Egypt, Italy, and then Germany.
And now you're just living in Berlin, or are you living somewhere else
Just in
too?
Berlin. Just in
Huh?
Berlin. I'm in love with Berlin.
But you're also always traveling. You were recently in Cannes as well, right? How was your experience there?
Oh, that was a really fantastic trip. Actually, I nearly
Mm.
gave up on Cannes. I was there last year and the year before. And this year, it's actually, I felt like Cannes is always Cannes. Before I win an Oscar or my film will be really officially selected there, I shouldn't go there. So that was I was thinking, but I don't know why in the last minute, and then still feel like I must go. I must go.
Why? Why? Tell me more about that. Why do you feel like you must go?
And so my last film, when after I produced it, and I have nowhere to go, I have no experience how to sell a movie, and then I just go to Cannes, and then the people were nice. They were telling me where should I go, which kind of sales agency I should talk to, and then I finally find the right one and get my film sold. So I think even my film is not winning an Oscar or winning anything, but I should go there. That will bring me good luck.
I guess so. Again, Cannes is just. I gave up on Cannes a long time ago, but I see it from a different perspective of being a film journalist. So, not. I didn't like the atmosphere there. But you seem to have fun. I saw a couple of. I saw that photo you posted from Cannes. You have a good time there. You seem to enjoy it. You seem to make the most out of it.
I had some good time. I had some bad time. I only show my good time, and the bad time I will keep to myself.
Right. I okay. So you've got now. It's exciting times for you
being a film producer, film director, etc., you're going to be starting to film your new project next month. Is that right?
Yes, and thanks to
Damn,
Khan.
that's
Yeah.
thanks to Khan. So you've
Yeah.
got Khan to thank.
And I think it's anyway. I go there even I don't have a target, and there was always those kind of magic. I talked to the sales agency which sold my last one, and then they told me, and so Huawei and Trump are not friends now, and Hollywood is the enemy of Trump. Therefore, that makes Hollywood the friend of Huawei. So that's that's the thing. So if I can say there's something good happening is I heard this and then come back. Then everyone's telling me you must do this film, and then actually my DP told me we must shoot this on Huawei P30 because we can save the external lens, and then with more budget we can just start right away, and we can even hashtag Huawei, and then our movie is together, so it saves the cost for PR.
I don't know. I don't know, Tao Tao. It sounds like you're a rebel to me.
I'm not sure.
You're a rebel without a cause. So while we're talking about it, why don't you what's Whatever She Wants is the title of the film, correct?
Yes, right.
Tell me a little bit about what it is. I know it's inspired by behind the scenes stories of your previous film, which was called Open Wound.
Yes.
What's it about? Tell me a little bit about Whatever She Wants.
Whatever She Wants is a Kammerspiel, which is, I find that's, if anything, I inspired by Germany, this kind of a very small genre from the German 1920s. And it's very, always very intimate dramas for very small audience. And our last project, The Open Wound, that was this kind of concept, except that was from the director Jürgen Weber, and then that's his story. I like that because that movie, from production wise, it brings lots of new or very talented artists to another level. Like first time introducing the leading actress, and then that's her first film, and also the first film for the director, and the first film for the DP, first film, everyone's first time, and then it went well. So I can see that Kammerspiel, that one, this concept can make all the filmmakers, while you are waiting for the big thing happen, you can just make it happen yourself. If you can tell your story is exactly fit into this kind of frame. And I'm lucky enough, I have the story to tell in a concept with Kammerspiel. I feel very lucky.
What is that word, Kammerspiel? I've never heard that word before.
And yeah, Kammer is one room, so it's usually only one location. Only one location, and then it's characterized by its focus on the characters. It's on the character's psychology, and then its lack of the set design. So all the things you must have very powerful acting, and all the things to explore from the psychology side.
Yeah. Okay, so this is basically inspired by that film, right?
Yeah.
That experience in that film. When did you decide that you could make a film like that, inspired by your previous experience?
It's about I had this very special feeling for my leading actress. That one, that film was made on really rock and roll crazy production, micro production. There was the actress quit, the original choice cast quit the one day before we started shooting, and then Layla came to us. Together we found Jerry, and that's totally different cast. And when I meet Layla, I find that she is really really beautiful, sexy. Every word you want to use for a classic beauty, I want to use on her.
Really?
Yeah. And yeah, have you seen her photo?
No, I haven't. Should I Google it right now? I've got my computer in front of me.
Yeah,
Let me Google it live.
Yeah, you can Google and tell me. At least from a woman, I feel from a woman's perspective, I find her sexy. So
Oh,
that.
oh my goodness.
So I'm not sure. Maybe men don't think she is sexy, but for me, it's a threatening sexy. And that was
Yeah.
always on my mind. And then in all the time we were shooting, I every day, because I need to meet her, confront her. Every day I dress up, wearing high heels, putting on my makeup, because I know I will be beside her, and I will be her stand-in, and I don't want to lose.
I know what you're talking. This is not. I felt like that before too. I felt like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, big time.
Who gave you that kind of feeling?
Me, I'm just very insecure about my looks.
I think you are very handsome. I see your
Oh,
photos on
you're too kind.
IMDb. You are also actor.
Yeah.
Like a Tom
Yes, I'm an
Cruise type
IMDb.
from Orientals. For me, it's like a Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. They're similar. For me, I can mix up them. But if I will put you in a category, you are Tom Cruise type.
Oh, come on now, Tau Tau. This is you're
No,
embarrassing me.
you don't want
This
to.
is
So you don't want to look like Tom Cruise. So who do
I
you want to
don't
look?
look like Tom Cruise. I know it's not true. Also, you know what it is? It's like, I was a really good looking. I was really good
You
looking when I
see?
was, I think, 3 years old, right? I was a really good looking child. And so I've been getting ugly since then, I think. People were coming up to me and they're saying, "You're such a beautiful baby." And then
And
since
now
then
you
I've
are
gotten very
you are
ugly.
such a beautiful boy. So, and then you
Yeah,
will
but
be a very
it's
beautiful. I don't know. You're anyway
doubt
beautiful.
out. I think I'm gonna have to get a hair transplant and so at some point. I'm waiting for the innovations to come about. But so Tao Tao, back to your film. That's interesting because that is seems to me like a very personal thing to talk about in a movie.
Yeah, it's about a female director
Yeah.
shooting a film based on her own traumatized childhood and how it lead to. It's like when she confronts a sexy actress in the scene, that it's actually she think it's herself going through all these experiences and all the things, and then she see a sexy symbol and portrait herself. She has all these traumatized feeling come up to her, and then she couldn't separate it, so she had to onset and offset. She has starts to have some evil attempt.
Yeah. But
So yeah.
you also call this a pink concept film. What's that? What does that mean?
And it's because the story is about the female writer director. She's from academic professor intellectual family, so she was never allowed to have a Barbie doll or princess dress, costume, or birthday party because her parents think that's all empty. And that kind of Barbie and the pink color thing, whatever the little girl like, it's all symbolize the vanity, and those things doesn't deserve to be celebrated, and then you shouldn't have. Therefore, when she grown up, whenever she met a new man, she expect them to buy her the bling bling thing, throw her the princess party, and then buy her tiara made of diamond.
Is
So,
that something that happened to you as well in your life?
and I'm not sure about that. I think I had some pink thing. So it's
Okay.
it's just so you can tell that in the film, that always most of the film, if they want to express something horrible or traumatized, it's usually associated with black or bloody red or even white can be scary. But most we are familiar that the pink should be something soft, romantic, innocent, and positive. But
Yeah.
in my movie, whatever she wants, that will be all the thing pink will be an element of horror.
That's interesting. I don't think that's ever been done before.
Yeah, if you don't find the legally blonde scary, that kind of color.
It's a little bit scary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of scary things in that movie.
Yeah.
But in terms of horror, yes, there is people playing with color. I can think of Dario Argento was someone who when he was making gothic films, color was so important in his films. Suspiria is like all about color, but it was always like green and red for some
Yeah.
reason. I remember
Yes.
those colors most vividly. But pink is, yeah, it's such but it is kind of a terrifying color when I think about it, because it's the
Yeah.
color, it's a color of many stereotypes too.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
And it's most evil color actually. I think yeah.
Yeah. Tell me more. Yeah, why do you think it's evil? You say it's evil.
Yes, it's an evil color.
Hmm.
I mean, it's like because you will see a blood in shining that kind in hotel. You know which kind of ghost or evil or psycho villain they are coming. And the pink, because in the film history there are not many reference. So when you know that something bad is coming, but you don't know exactly what, that will bring the top level of horror, threatening. That's what I
Hmm.
think. You have lots of you used it to some kind of color, and they associate it with some certain kind of bad things and bad memory. But the pink is so far we don't have many much reference. Therefore, I want to
That's
explore in
funny.
that way. And all the things this one we will have the set associated with all the princess, all the cute things. All the cute things normally you think they are cute. This time in this movie, they will become something new. You don't want to touch it anymore.
Hmm. I know, I was thinking about the color pink, and I can think of the Pink Panther. Not very threatening. Also, Pink Narcissus is another one, but yeah, it's never really threatening. But also, I think it's also kind of a sexy color. It's kind of a sensual color. I find that it's
You find
that's
it
that's also
sexy?
part of its horror.
So,
Well, sex is horrible sometimes. It's very scary, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think horror is associated with sexuality a lot. So, but I wanted to ask you, Tao Tao, why, you seem to be really, really interested in horror. Why do you think that is?
Oh, this movie is not a horror. I just want to say that the color, I want to use this to symbolize something horrible or horror, but it's actually a thriller. It's a mystery, suspense, and
Yeah.
it's not really a horror. Yeah.
But why? I mean, it still kind of falls in the category of the unknown to me, like the mysterious and the sort of the unexpected, right? Um,
I hate this. I never had it. Can I be honest?
you never had what?
I was never allowed to. I look at my photos from my childhood. I just never had one photo in pink. Well, all
Oh.
my friends they have these pink and bling bling princess dress. I don't never had it. The things you missed, you want to make up in another way, in another form, in the later of your life. So
Right.
therefore, the things, whatever missing from the childhood, that will be in another form, how woman and the man interact in the relationships and how she see the other woman. This all reflects what the character is missing from before.
Right, 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 right. So, anyways, what about So you mentioned before that the previous film that you worked on was a really rock and roll production, right?
Yes, that one is really
So,
rock and roll.
what about this? What's this guy? Is this also going to be very rock and roll?
It will be crazy but creative. But definitely this time people get paid. So that will
Okay,
be a
well,
difference.
so it's definitely not rock and roll, because I was in a rock and roll band and we never got paid. If we were lucky, we would get a free drink at the bar.
And I get a piece of pizza. Yeah, I know. So at
So,
least this time I
yeah. But also, I think that, the equipment that you're using is very interesting, right?
yes, it's true because we are using the Huawei smartphone and then we are using the apps to connect with that, but we still try to the other facilities, lighting, and then the set design, everything. We try to keep up with the previous quality for the cinema.
So you think it's good enough basically for the cinema? The
Yes,
Huawei is
yeah,
good quality enough.
it's good quality. You will never tell the
Are you,
difference.
But are you not worried that the ban will influence whatever she wants?
Um, if it influences my film, it's just unfair. I will fight to the end, and then because this is nothing to do. My DP and I we watched the sci-fi film shot on Huawei P30. It can compare with any Hollywood sci-fi film,
Right.
and that's the
But
time
let
we
me just.
decide. Yeah.
Who do you think is gonna get angry though for this film though? Who do you imagine could get angry, or can criticize you for this choice?
I actually, I think everyone, both sides supporting Trump or supporting Huawei, they all will have a problem with me.
Yeah. That doesn't sound. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, so far it's
You are
like,
gonna. So pretend that like I am one of those people who's criticizing you. By the way, Tao Tao, I think this is so I'm not even too familiar with this ban. It just came out of nowhere to me. I don't even understand it, right? But pretend that like I'm criticizing you for this, right?
yeah,
I'm just saying, oh, Tao Tao, you should be ashamed of yourself for using Huawei equipment. You shouldn't have done this.
yeah.
What would you reply to me? What would you reply?
I mean, you're talking about the Huawei ban is like a Huawei product actually have something to do to for your privacy, and then that's the major issue. Like if you use a Huawei phone, it can be your privacy is leaking or something. But my film is a shot that you watch my film. I don't know where you are, and I don't know who's your girlfriend or boyfriend. I can never find out. So but the people, if they don't dig more, they just know there's a Huawei ban and they don't know the information, they will think it's about everything about Huawei is bad. Then
Yes.
it's a film made on a Huawei phone. They will not go to watch it because they think that, okay, we are on the side of Huawei. So this film is a film. It's like we are using the certain kind of high heels for the costume. This doesn't mean that if there's something wrong with that brand, it doesn't mean that my movie doesn't is not good. But
That's
because
right. I agree
Huawei
with
is
you.
now is a hot, so people will hear the Huawei and then they will immediately, automatically feel something about, have opinion of my film.
That's true, but do you not care, or is it just like in a way you're also challenging that? And what I'm trying to say is you're also like, being a little, you like being a little rebellious in using this particular equipment.
This equipment it's also according to my last experience to sell the movie, which I need to be responsible, no matter as a producer or director. My team, most of them, they are paid, but they also have a Rückstellung in Germany. So they believe that my film will go at least same or even better than Open Wound, which I need to make the best sales. So I will firstly make a great film, and then secondly, I will make a great sales and win awards. So in the festival circus, the thing is, now the trend, the new trend in the industry is they have new film festivals, more and more film festivals encourage the feature film to be made on the smartphone, and then more than 90% they are made on when you talk about smartphone is iPhone. Android is
Mm.
still now it's not even I think there may be one or two I don't know but it's very few and but Android is actually making filmmaking easier. I think it's a good thing for the filmmakers and then can make my team they are now it's very good talented artists on board. I want them to be seen by the audience by the world. So using Huawei can make our chance to compete in the festival or for the awards will more easier because this if you make it on an iPhone, you maybe compete with 800, let's say 800 films.
Mhm.
And
That's
then,
true.
we make on Huawei, so without the Android phone, and then maybe it's easier to get the attention of the world to pay attention to the artist in this project. I want them to be seen. I want to be
Well,
responsible for them.
Tell me more about the people who are on board right now.
So the original cast, Jerry is definitely still playing the actor playing that role. So it's he is on board, and then there's some I think Eric that played the Suicide King in Open Wound will play the Veggie King in whatever she wants. So mostly it's original cast, and I have some new brilliant artists.
Wow. How long are you going to be shooting for, do you know?
16 days.
16 days. Do you
Yes.
think that you're going to get everything done in 16 days?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure.
You sound very confident. I believe you.
That location I'm so familiar with, and then it's about filmmaking. So it's like we will shoot on two smartphones same time to capture what's the film, and then what's the reaction, the mood of the actors, DP, and whoever. So that's why I'm very confident this kind of concept. We will just need half of the shooting time.
That's so interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing it, Tao Tao. I
Well,
wanted to ask you one thing though.
yeah.
Why do you tell stories? Why do you feel the need to tell stories? I really want to know more about that.
Um, I don't know. I published novels when I was like 16, and before that, I published some poems. I always want to tell the stories because and then the story, I'm not interested to tell the story as it is. I want to play with the readers. I want to play a game with them. That's why most of my stories are murder or mystery thriller.
Oh, that's why. That's why. You want to play a game. That's why you tell
Yeah,
the
and then
stories
a
like that.
fair game. I must play a game, and I want to play with a smart readers and audience. I want to imagine that they are reading the book, they are watching the story. They will tell me, "Hey, this is stupid. I already know. It's after two scenes. I already know who's the killer, who will die." Then I will think it's not a good story. So all my passion is about I must be better, and I will play the game to the end with the audience and readers. So
Yeah. Did you have a really big imagination when you were a child?
yes, I don't know, very rich imagination, I guess.
Yeah. So you did you have like imaginary friends or just
Oh
imagine
no, no,
yourself in
no.
a
Then you should stay away from me, and then you should you really run fast when you see me because no.
I don't know. Do you talk to yourself, Tao Tao?
If I write, I will like to read whatever I write to myself
Okay.
in the
Because I
bathroom.
talk to
Yeah.
myself. I always thought, that was just a people used to tell me that it was weird, but now I kind of feel it's a very comforting thing to do.
Wow, good to know. Good to
Maybe I
know,
can
Matt.
be maybe I can inspire your next killer. Some guy who talks to himself.
Yeah, I'm really interested. From now on, every time if we ever meet, I will really I will watch you closely.
No, 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 no. I talk to myself. You should stay away from me. But I was gonna ask you as well, because you like these films about killers, whether you have killed anyone in the past, but you probably haven't,
N
right?
no, no. I even cannot. I'm so insecure and then so coward. It's like if I see I cannot go to hospital. Even there's a lot of things I should go to hospital. If I know I will take a shot of needles, I will faint. So
I
that's
think
why.
one of the most fun things we did in Berlin was we were with a friend in a bar and we did the Proust questionnaire. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, right.
That was fun.
I love that.
One of
That
the
was fun.
questions was, I think one of the questions was, what are you most afraid of, or what scares you the most in life, right?
Yes.
What scares you the most in life? I forgot what you said.
No money. No,
Okay.
that
I
was
remember now. I actually remember now. That was like a very fast answer too. It's like, what is the thing that scares you the most in life? No money.
No, you are
Not even.
you are European, and then you
Yeah.
can never. The things is no money in your imagination is different from someone from China.
Why?
When I say no money, I remembered it. I met lots of my European friends when they say I'm so broke, I don't have money, and they have the apartment, and then they can go have a coffee, have a beer, have a burger or something. When I'm telling you I'm afraid of no money, it means really I was 3 days. I don't have money to buy myself a burger or buy anything. When I say no money, it's not even 1 cent. I don't
Have
have
you
anything.
have you ever been without any money?
Yes, well, my boarding school time, I was studying in the girls' school, and then my parents gave me a allowance, which allows I need to cover the meal and everything. But I want always spend the money in the first 3 days and go climb up the wall and then watch a film or do something I like, which I really like. I can buy myself some, you know, nice dress, whatever. And then I will end up in the next 20 days, really no money.
But I feel like you have a lot of you're very confident. I mean, you seem to me like you have a lot of confidence and belief in your strengths, and you always seem to be in control of what you do.
It's later, I think Europe gave me the confidence. I mean,
Hmm.
I think I had some bad luck with money. So when the first time I start to earn money and then feel like, okay, this is things I'm good at, selling wood, which is now I'm still selling. That makes me feel like I will never go back to those time I will tell you I have no money. That would just change me. Ever since I sold the first piece of German wood, and then
Hmm.
that's the moment I think, okay, I can support myself. I can earn money to buy myself food and the things I want.
Do you like selling wood?
In a way, yes, because that's a real world. That's the people don't have imagination, not much imagination. I think that world is very real. It's a money world. And
So
then
you kind of yeah, so you kind of have that imagination. That's something that you have over everyone else.
not over everyone else. It's just when I'm surrounded by all the artist friends in Berlin, and then that little world to sell the really practical wood just make me feel I have a little bit security.
Oh, interesting. I feel like a lot of people don't know that, that want to be artists. Is that, at some point they realize that they can't just be artists, and that realization scares them a lot because they realize that they have to do other things as well to make sure that they have money.
Yeah, that's scary. That's the time. That's
Yeah.
the things I'm talking. I'm scared of that, but it's an ability to have that. Not everyone. I think most of people I know in Berlin, our opening line is I'm so broke. So
Hmm.
that's a Berlin opening line, and then I do admire them because actually all of them after 1 year, 2 years, they still survived well, and then they can just lazily sit down and still have the money, €2, €3 for a coffee. Actually, they don't need if you really dare to, not having another job, part time or whatever. Don't do anything. Just tell yourself, I can be an artist without doing anything else. Actually, you still survive.
But between work, selling wood, and making movies and doing all of these other things. I mean, when do you ever get to rest? And what do you do, like, just to relax and to wind down, to unwind?
I firstly, I every day I need to watch some episode from Friends, and then I will fall asleep in front of Friends. I feel they are the friends in my living room. If that's scary, like it's Friends, those Friends sitcom.
Right. Yeah, I do. Yeah. It's like
I don't know.
that's
They make me
interesting.
relax because I already, when it's DVD time, it's not online. I had all my friends every time they buy me a whole set of DVD friends, and then it will be broken in 3 months because it's every day keep playing. I nearly know
So,
every line. I nearly know every line of Friends.
man. That's
But that one
interesting.
is like I every time after 3 hours work or something, I play one episode of Friends and I get relaxed.
It
And then I
seems
will go
like
to
that's
do yeah.
that show scares me a little bit. I find that show very scary. I don't know. There's something scary about it. The way they live, it's too surreal to me.
Yeah, they can
But
never make it
I
in New
used
York.
yeah, but it's very funny. Yeah, 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 yeah. They can never make it. I feel like they make it though. I feel like they've got a sweet flat.
Yeah, how
Man,
can they have that flat?
I
It's
wish I was
unlike.
friends with those neighbor. I wish I was also friends with my neighbors. I find there's a lot of things in it that make me think that my life sucks. But anyways,
Really?
yeah, they just have such a sweet life. I feel
Yes,
like
they
they have a
are.
sweet life. They got friends. They got a great support network. They don't. They've got shitty jobs, but they got sweet flats in New York City. Man,
Yeah, that's
that's
why.
nice.
That's nice, and then that's why it relaxes you. Everything's simple
Uh,
and sweet. You don't need to think too much, you know?
well, Tao Tao, the battery on my camcorder died, but we're still recording our voices.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it was a pleasure. We've been talking for a while now. It was so nice to talk with you.
It was very nice for me too.
What do you got? What are you doing today now? What are you doing? What's the plan for today?
And after our phone call, I will meet Jerry and we will do the reading for
Right.
some things, and then I come back, fix the graphic designer, fix the poster, and then we
Mm.
will have the friends over, like 20 people. We will just they are all shooting the film, so now we are actually very intensively preparing for the film. So we are watching Open Wound and then have some pizza, sushi, and have some beers and
Huh.
then watch Open Wound until midnight and discuss about what we need to prepare. That's
That
actually
sounds so
today.
exciting. That sounds so exciting.
It's not normal for me though. My usual lifestyle, if I'm not shooting, I will. Monday is my fitness night. It's my
Oh,
favorite steps. I must have the step highest level 4, and then
right.
it must be only one. There's only one coach. This one is very fast, change a lot, you jump around in 3 different step boards, and then the music is Latino and something, so they mix with very complicated dance move, and you still work hard. And that's
You
my
gotta
Monday
do it.
morning.
You
Yeah,
have to do it, right? You have to do it. You have to keep a little, you have to do something to look after your body too.
yeah. I know
I know
actually
that.
you are doing a lot, and you look after you know your physical appearance. I know.
I don't. You're so nice, but there's not, you know what? It's so frustrating to me. What do you think of mirrors in gyms? I hate mirrors in gyms.
Can I ask you what's Maris and the gyms?
Mirrors, the
Oh,
mirrors. Yeah,
okay,
because I'm just
mirrors.
looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, what is this going on? Like, I
I don't
think
like
what,
mirrors. I
yeah, I
like
don't like
to
mirrors
use
either.
the apps to just watch it in the webcam and then the beauty cam, so you always have a
Oh,
good mood. And I
the
don't care.
beauty cam. What is that? What's the beauty cam?
You don't have a beauty cam?
I don't know what it is.
No, next time if you interview people, so now luckily that's why I was asking you when you asked
Oh,
me said I was asking you it's audio or it's video. When it's video, I will switch on my beauty cam. So
I need to find more about this. Why don't I know about this? This is crazy. I
no,
need
the
to know
beauty
about this.
cam you switch on. So when you
But
do an
then,
interview, whatever, you have a very beautiful, classically, nice face, the
ah,
bigger eyes, and then the skin is very
oh,
smooth and
that's
shining.
not beautiful.
And then
That's
you
not
can be
beautiful.
slim and fit. And also when you have
No.
a whole body shot, and then it's really beautiful.
But yeah, but I don't like that though. I mean, I like the little imperfections. That's humanity. That's human beings.
Imperfection makes perfect.
Yes, imperfection is where potential lies, I think. I think we fall in love with imperfections, not with perfect. Because, like you were saying, your actress you looked so nice that it made you feel like you had to look as nice as her, and it must have been so stressful. So
But it's
that just
good. That's
proves
why
to
you
me.
feel you are alive. If you just
Yeah?
allow yourself to be imperfect, allow this imperfection exist, then you can
Yeah.
say, okay, why I should go to gym? And why should I take after myself? I can die tomorrow. There's nothing to desire.
It got really grim at the end. I can die tomorrow, you know. There's, you know, you gotta do this, man. But
Yeah.
you know, Tao Tao, you've got a film to shoot, so don't die tomorrow, okay?
Thank you.
That would be terrible. I hope you don't die tomorrow, Tao Tao.
Okay.
All right. Okay,
Right after the
so
film shooting.
yeah, right after the film shooting, it might help selling the movie.
Yeah. Okay. That's why it's a movie in the end. Oh, I shouldn't tell you more. No. That's
And let me
spoiler
tell
alert.
you this. Let me tell you this, right? Oh, you just gave away the ending of the movie?
Yeah, that's what you said. It's exactly stimulates the end because the people know it's a movie is a shot. So there's someone has the intention. What is the PR? If someone dies, will make the best for the movie.
Let me tell you something. If you try to sell your movie and you die after you finish it, and you also shot it with Huawei equipment, man, that'll be the most talked about movie of the year.
Oh, you are dangerous. Don't put this in my head. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
don't.
someone's listening and then.
No. Well, I mean, you know, you don't have to be the one who dies. You know, someone else involved in the production. Wink, wink. No.
Did you just see my synopsis or did you see my script? No, I didn't
Did
send
I?
you that. I didn't send you. How do you know
I
this?
didn't. I don't want to
Oh my
give
God.
anything away about the film.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry if I'm giving away spoilers. Just let's pretend this never happened.
No. Nobody dies. I was kidding.
Okay. It's for the sequel. Tao Tao, we're gonna end this call, all right? So thank you
Yeah.
very much because otherwise we can talk forever. But we've got stuff to do, and you've got fitness to do. Whatever
Thanks
that
for
means.
pushing me to the fitness.
It was such a pleasure to record this conversation with you.
It's my pleasure. It's really, really great and inspiring. Every time I talk with you, I will think, after that, I will think about my life.
Aw.
You have that
That's
kind of
nice.
power. Last time your
Ah.
questionnaire is that. This time the same. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye. Have a nice day.